Thank you very much, Red Eye. And indeed, here we have it. Game 4 now of the finals. Newbee 2-1 up at the moment. It's against the side of Team Liquid. And again, we're seeing some more fun stuff come out this time. Yajaros, Slardars, Newbee bringing out the Nyx Assassin 5th pick, which the panel wasn't too sold about. Purge, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's going to suck in the early game, basically. It does have the ability to spike Carapace and a stun, but like they said, if you can play aggressively in the laning stage against that hero, he's not going to contribute that much compared to a hero like Lion. Ranged hero, similar stun, AoE, but also has more gank options. Like once it hits 6, it's going to be pretty strong to have in the game because it'll be like a different version of Bounty Hunter, but in the laning stage, it's going to have a rough time. So if Liquid can maybe exploit that with Slardar offlane with Wisp, occasional JRX roam, they can do really well this game. So this is kind of like full circle. They did a lot of this dual roam early in the tournament, and they need to do it this game for sure.
Bottom lane.
They're going to fight for this.
Yeah, I mean, top lane is.
Oh, what a stun.
Nice stun indeed, setting up the pick for Newbee to take themselves a second room move. And then caught out, can they indeed control this man? Mind Control trying to close the gap with the boosted speed, and he's going to get it there. They'll slam down, bring down first blood for the side of Liquid. Mind Control taking down Moo.
That was a huge kill.
And Croaky should be able to get himself out of this one. He's got to tether away if necessary, but losing 2 bounties, getting himself the first blood. I think you're happy with that one. And JRX trying to see if he can get the connection there in the mid lane. Isn't going to happen.
Yeah, they're actually using Nyx to try to zone the Elk a little bit with stuns. It'll work okay, but if Fada does well in this lane, and anything like the last time he played Alchemist, he's going to get a lot of items, and it's going to transition into being tanky for his team and letting Gyro do the damage and Slardar set up the team fights. And right now it's kind of in a 1v1, but the supports are rotating top, so they're doing exactly what the panel predicted, and that's pressure the heck out of Clinks. At some point, he's just going to hard counter heroes like Gyro. It's too much physical damage, and it's not. Gyro doesn't have very good solutions to that.
Oh, again, JRX trying to roll in. He's not getting that connection though. He does have the dust, so if you hit that slow with the dust slow as well, you are going to have the chance to beat down on the boy. The Newbee, they've got back up around the corner as well. They're keeping their 2 support heroes up here as well, Kaka and Chuan on the Doom, and the Nyx Assassin, but still they don't care. They're going to go in and here, closing the gap. Liquid looking to find themselves the second kill of the game. They need to win this one to keep themselves in it, and they're off to a good start.
Oh, they get a double here?
It's a crush. They may have a good chance of taking out Kaka. He's only level 1. No one here in the short turf, and Kaka in a lot of trouble as Mind Control closes the gap. They'll find themselves another Liquid at the moment, 3-0 before the 2-minute mark. They could not have hoped for a better start.
That was actually huge. Doom kill after the initial Clinks kill. Kaka feeling really confident on Doom, but he doesn't even have a Stout Shield that, nor Scorched Earth. He's still level 1, so with 3 right clicks like that, they're able to pressure out a kill. And Nyx Assassin can't do anything. He like throws a stun, he's like, please guys, attack me, please. And that's all he can do.
Now looking at the other lanes there at the moment, Matuma man down bottom against KP. And CS is even, both finding the farm successfully. I mean, of course, this is going to be great from Matuma man. He's going to get his solo XP, but at the same time, we've seen what KP is able to do with a good start in lane. He had a fantastic tie game in game 3, and this is off to kind of leading into another good one for him in game 4, unless Liquid are able to make rotations and do something about the tide.
Killing Tide is almost impossible here. Like that's why it's a pretty good lane for KP, but how this could change it so.
Oh yeah, with his +1, they could have a shot, but as you said, it is a hard kill. Yeah.
Like, if he just stands by creeps, he doesn't die 100%. The best way they can deal with this, maybe magic damage, Gyro hits 6 kind of a thing, but as long as he keeps anchor smashing them, he takes no damage here. Like he'll do this for days, he doesn't care. He actually did far more damage than they did to him there. So the big thing is really how well he uses Ravages in the mid game. That's what changes everything. Gank coming mid though.
Let's wrap around on Samir, try and pop a gold snap to hold Mind Control back, but they'll still close in. Mind Control looking for the crush, but in fact Kaka, he's the one with the stomp. Holds back the gank, and it's a good job that Kaka rotated in because it looked like Mu was in a lot of trouble there.
Yeah, he was definitely going to get stunned there. Doom didn't come in at the right time, so nice rotation, but that does cost a lot of mana for Doom. And a Scorched Earth cooldown, that's 160, so it's going to slow down his jungle farm, and as a whole it's okay. But Mind Control rapidly gets back to the top lane where he'll get experience, and as a whole this is going great for Liquid.
Bottom lane, Roki's looking to head over as well with the pings. They do want to do something about this tide, but as we've seen, it is evident that it's incredibly hard to do anything about KP at the moment. He really does not care what you throw at him on this bottom lane.
Yeah, they've got really good disables with Wisp and Earth Spirit, but right now their damage isn't very good with that dual combo. So it works against mid if it's just one hero that's semi-tanky, but Tidehunter, that's almost impossible. Fada gets a bounty and he'll be really happy. 230 gold for him. Level 5 on that. So very close to 6, and at that point he's almost unkillable in the mid lane, at least until they either Ravage or rotate Chuan over.
Jerks again. He's going to miss the initial slow, but just himself and Kuroki trying to make sure that Matuma Man gets a bit of a leg up in this lane now on that gyrocopter as he continues to find the space. And obviously the good thing, of course, with the gyro with the early XP he was gaining on his own, does reach that level 6 potentially with the cooldown, and then as well they may have a chance of dealing with KP.
Definitely, that's their one condition. The bigger thing is really rocket barrage, but having a cooldown on top of that would help a lot for disable. They do get a vision. They get vision. This could maybe be their open.
There we go with the slow. Jared looking for the body block, the rocket barrage, homing missile in as well, and there's the stone to follow through. Great play here from Liquid, and they're going to do it.
Really nicely
take down the Tide only just. At the same time, Newbee tried for a play on mind control, but he was able to get the deny up to the creeps on the top lane.
And a great homing missile pickup as well. Normally gyrocopters don't skill this, but it's a Tide Hunter. If you're having trouble killing him, that's a free 125 magic damage for 1 skill point. That's not bad at all.
And the thing is, as well as we said, the fact that they've got that kill, they've now got the level 6 on Jari, they can very quickly just go for the kill again, and they might just do so. Here we go, the Silverman wraps around, there's your cooldown, and there's exactly what we're talking about. Hitting that level 6 is going to allow for a much easier attempt, but they can't quite.
There was more mana.
I like it with this rotation, yeah. Okay, things have gone south a little bit quickly. Oh, they'll lose the Earth Spirit. They actually get Kuroki and Matuma Man out.
Oh, that tether was so good. If Kako would have gotten the Infernal Blade on him, very likely could have killed him. Mind Control might get a solo kill?
Oh, really?
Okay, he does go invis. That was close enough. He'll be just fine though. Slar's at a pretty good position right now.
But this is the thing as well. I mean, we're seeing at this point of the game how aggressive Liquid can be with their heroes and with their lineup. And I mean, that time, you know, KP does survive the second round, but
this is a style that
bringing him down.
This is a style that JerAx really thrives on in terms of Earth Spirit. Some of the other games have been a little too passive for him. He doesn't want to sit around and go for counter kills. He wants to gank all over the place. He wants to make sure that there's 3 lanes that are gankable, because then it's less predictable for his opponents. He's been getting a lot done. Level 3 for him, so he's slightly under level 4 now. He's got the dust ready, so if he can initiate on Clinks, they can easily get a kill. Although he does still have his ulti up, so maybe not so easily.
Oh, trying for a sudden strike and a snipe from the high ground.
Well, maybe they'll get a ward, D-ward now on the high ground.
And we're seeing KP dealing with Matuma Man's aggression one of the ways. He just TPs out as soon as the cooldown connects. You know, he's not messing around on that Tide Hunter on the bottom lane. It doesn't mean a long walk back down to the bottom, so it's going to give Matuma Man the space to continue to find that free farm on the gyrocopter.
The JerAx is setting up on mid now.
See.
They do see Chuan top, so...
And I mean, look at this. They are trying to get the Clinks into position. How? Coming around from behind, eyeing up mind control. If they can close in with the Chuan stun, but mind control playing it careful, seeing how far he comes up the lane.
They have a golem boulder, but like it's very difficult to land the stun here on
They
him.
might find Kuroki. Yeah, oh, he gets the chance to tether through. And again, Kuroki with these tethers, just getting himself out of harm's way.
And they're giving Earth Spirit mid right now to try to catch up his levels a bit. In the meantime, Alchemist is jungling. The fact that both supports, or at least the Io was up top there and kept mind control alive, is actually creating lots of space. This is normally a period of time where Newbee goes into enemy jungle, puts wards down, and ganks the crap out of the Alchemist, but it hasn't happened here because they're just trying to stabilize a bit with their support picks. So I feel like Liquid's controlling this game in a much better way.
Compared to the last 2 games that we've seen from them, it's definitely the case. Still nonetheless in the mid lane move. He's got his Midas now, 8 minutes in. It's still a good timing for the Invoker.
It's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, he should be hitting at least 50 last sets at 10 minutes. It's maybe a bit lower than normal. And Fada's definitely offsetting this. He's even gone 4 levels in Greevil's Creed. 2 Acid Spray right-clicking, his armlet's finished already. So, in terms of his survivability this game, it's really good. Getting doomed is a little scary, but Clinks is all physical damage, Invoker is heavily physical damage, so armlet's going to pay off big time this game. So if they can just relocate him out when he gets doomed, his prospects are really good late game.
Look at the smoke rotation as well. They brought Mu in as well as Kaka to look for the top lane aggression. They'll push mind control back, but straight into the rest of the team. Newbee with the catch out. And all set up, of course, via a very nice ward there on the high ground. And the Kings will come through. Newbee, and with the pushing power of the Clinks, they'll be able to give it a good shot, taking down that tier 1 in the top lane. Let's see what kind of reaction comes out from Liquid. Mind control will be back in 5 seconds.
Okay, Jerks is gonna go. Almost interrupted that. He knows that he's there. Got a boulder smash this. I don't know if he can stop it though. Yeah, they rotated mind control as well.
Yeah, and they're just going to continue this push with the Forge Spirits. The question is, can Liquid get themselves a deny? Cold Snap on mind control is going to stop any chance of that one, as he has to back himself up. At the same time, Fada putting a lot of pressure. In fact, Kaka needs to be a little bit careful here. Fada, one chop away from bringing the Doom down. Now that TP reactions come in, the question is, can they actually catch this man out? They can't. TPs are too slow, and Fada's able to walk it off.
That's reminiscent of the last game, where one team is way ahead, pressures on their towers, and it was like 150 gold to TPs right there. And Fada didn't even have a single point in his stun, and he still forced that kind of rotation. With that said, though, Schwann's finally got 6.
Yeah, with a Vendetta.
Can't solo kill, though.
No, he needs some kind of... He does, of course, have the Sunstrike.
The only hero he kills is Io, and Io's also got the infused brain drop, so he's even survivable. Io's still only 4, though, so if they gank Gyro right now, this is really good.
Yeah, KP's got the Ravage as well for this one. It's all going to be up to...
No Doom, I guess.
Yeah, this is going to be very hard for Mataman to work his way out of Cold Snap. They'll drop the cooldown, but already he bursted low, bursted down with the Sunstrike to fall through. He's going to fall, and the second search for the Clinks does it. Newbee, they've rotated 4 in. They're moving on to Kuroki as well, and they'll find themselves a second.
Yeah, I wish Kuro would have just TP'd home. I don't think there was any feasible way that he got him out. Unless he was 6, but he wasn't, so... Gyrocopter gets blown up. Maybe if Gyro had more HP at this stage rather than going Mask of Death, but that was even, like, just so unlikely of happening. And they get 6 out of that on Doom, which means they should be able to take this tower afterwards.
Another tier 1 here for the side of Newbee. Still space given for Fada on the Alchemist. He's 2k ahead. Moves Invoker. Armed with the Vendetta and into the jungle, seeing what he can scout out. Just getting the intel back for the team. They'll try and move over How as well. And with that, Chuan! Bit of a rare mistake there from the point. Now the Silverman with the body to the side of to do. They'll pop the dust. They'll take down How. They'll look to get Chuan as well with the cooldown. They'll just about do it. Chuan gets himself out the side. Being Kaka going up to force him about back. He has been.
He wants to fight this.
He really does. He's looking to come back in. He needs the help of the team. Kaka's looking for the TP out. He's not going to make it. Oh, he is! Really just getting himself out of the Doom. The stun wasn't quite available in time from Jarek's Earth Spirit.
Well, they do clear out their jungle at least, so it'll continue to give Alchemist place to farm. They can maybe get some D-wards down. Stuff like that is super important here, because Matoma Man is strong, but he's not super far ahead yet like he normally is. They need to get him to his next like survivability item, so Clinks can't just 5-shot him. So they've got to protect their jungle. They need the resources too much. 2,800 gold on Alchemist, so Radiance is on the way. So really good Radiance game. The exception of Nyx Assassin Spike Carapace, setting that up and countering it. They're gonna go mid.
Rolling onto Mu again. Jarek with the control. They're really getting into this one as well. No messing around. So they look to take down the Invoker. It's a big kill, and it's a successful one. KP still hanging around here. He's going to walk into the 2 of them, but Kuroki is going to relocate back in 3 seconds. Tron, can he kill him for a time? Oh! Oh! He got crushed.
It looked like the Nyx was attacking really slowly, didn't it? Did you see that?
I think he went for the stun first, you see, and then he got stunned by the crush. But Silverman, oh, the balls! Oh, jeez! That was a close call there for Kaka, nearly finding it.
So he stays alive. It'll be Helm of the Dominator fast for him. And stack Ancients for this, and use those Ancients by Alchemist. Alchemist will clear it out, so at some point too, there's some really good late game applications with Ags, like the Gyro Ags. It's not good if you buy it yourself, but if an Alchemist buys it for you and you have good right-click damage, especially against Doom, like it actually is a cool way to amplify his damage output.
In this game, this stage, 6 for 4. I mean, against the Alchemist lineup, I mean, what's the best play now here for Newbee? Do they need to, are they in a position where they have to keep the pressure up against an outclaw?
I think so, especially because Clinks is kind of underfarmed here. He's 1, 2, and 2.
Oh, and here we go, the blink straight onto Mu again. The lockdown, Jarek finds the stun, and it's another one. These are big kills, and this is Liquid finding the momentum they need against Newbee's lineup. Can they get themselves anything more? That's the question. KP has got a Ravage.
Moo's not able to accelerate like he normally is. 9 for once. They've got Blink Dagger up on Mind Control 2.
Liquid, yeah, they're around a little bit too long here.
They wait for Tether.
Mind Control in with a 3-man crush, holding Newbee back. The question is it going to be enough to save Matumba Man? They're rolling it the slow onto Kaka, trying to protect the Gyro. He should be able to outlive the damage here to Doom. At the same time, Kuroki will be picked up on the backlines, but they keep Matumba Man alive.
Yeah.
Kuroki being the noble sacrifice in that situation.
He had to use Tether at the start to get out of position because he was out of, or to get in position because he was out of position. And as a result, the Doom was almost too dangerous, but they didn't have follow-up. If there was a Blink Dagger on KP or something like that, that would have been a one fight for Newbee, but this is just a fixture of the fact that they're behind. And their picks for once are looking a little weird, and it really comes down to that Nyx. They had to give him the lane, he wasn't able to create space for his team, he gave him some scouting, he's gotten a lot of levels, but he hasn't really shown his value just yet. Maybe once he gets Blink Dagger, we'll see this Nyx really pay off, but for now, they're giving a really good start to a team that has an Alchemist, and that just almost always looks bad.
As you said, this out. I mean, this is exactly where you want an out to be as well. At this point, again, 15 minutes in, double the net worth at the highest on the enemy team. Out of house. I mean, Newbee, they will go for Roshan. It has been figured out here. The initial scan as they come in and out of the pit. And Newbee, they know as well. They're being careful. Liquid. Oh, Mike's actually jumping in very aggressively.
They could go.
Yeah, they could turn. We're trying to position. At the same time, the rest of Newbee down towards the bottom. They can kill with the man here. We'll get the cooldown out of the Ravage straight away. Catching two. Can they kill with the Gyro from the? Yes, they can. Gyro is down. KP move forward. Mike Control jump kick. Rush with the Gaga. Martin looking for the Rav ready for the concoction coming through. Out onto the Doom. Quan stuns.
They can't fight that.
They'll kill him. Look at the damage from Hal. They're finding themselves a second, and that's more than enough space for Newbee to maybe think about going back into the Roshan. Mind Control's still up though. We'll see how disruptive he can be. Cold Snap, just trying to hold back the man. They do have a magnetized as well, and maybe just with these three heroes up, it's still a little bit too much for Newbee to want to fight around and go back into the pit. They're playing it safe here, Pudge.
Yeah, they did delay the Roche at least, so they had that going for them, but they kind of ran in there like they could win that fight because they were expecting to be able to. Liquid has a stronger team fight right now with the exception of the spells Newbee has. On the bright side, they only lost 2 heroes, so much like every game, Alchemist can TP back and they can take a fight. He had boots of travel there. I wonder if it would have been severely different if he maybe got armor.
Look at this, Sunstrike. It's not even needed. He's already dead. Ow. He's getting a lot of momentum now in this clicks. He is finding these pickups that he needs.
Yeah. It's accelerating into Deso. Once he gets that, then heroes like Earth Spirit and Io are going to die even faster. Checking out for stacks. Can maybe kill Fada. Fada doesn't have ult, but there's no way. Oh, or this. Chuan can rotate.
Chuan. Let's see them have a go in it.
Oh, he's bit.
Not no Chuan. Despite Karen full get him, but Fada's starting to pull it up.
Oh, no, he's stunned himself.
This man's in a lot of trouble. There's the cell stun. There's the takedown. Now another kill. Kuroki not able to save him in time. They maybe get more 24 shares, but Mind Control comes in with a crush. But come around with the Rocket Barrage as well. They'll find how in return.
Well, that's a little better, but considering how much farm he has.
Kuroki. He's relocated in on this one. He tethers across. Mind Control blinking forward. The momentum that they can keep with Mind Control's blink. And it's a double kill from the Simmerman as they pick up Kirkar as well.
It's absolutely worth it there. They needed to get as many kills as they could in return, and they got 2 good heroes. Thanks again is Deso's finish, but he keeps getting punished. He's not going to be ahead of his opponents, and Alchemist already is ahead, so putting in all of this pressure just to shut down somebody that's still going to farm amazingly, once he's already got those amazing farming items, that's not the right target. If anything, they should be more worried about Gyrocopter, I think.
Yeah, and we can see at the moment on this graph, it's very, very close. So I feel, yeah, at the moment, a lot of these plays down to Mind Control. He's just constantly looking for more and more off the back of a fight.
Yeah.
Matumba Man. Have we got a Sunstrike? Yes, we have. But Chuan, well, he's done the maths. Feels there's not going to be enough damage with the follow-through stun to bring down this man at the moment.
Well, he is missing stuns, but he's still almost got Blink Dagger. And that's when it gets even better. Because he can catch heroes like Io, as well as Gyro, or catching Slardar. They're gonna...
Mind Control! Within 3 minutes, the silence as well, Magnetize comes in! And just like that, Newbee, they've got to run, they've got to hide, the Ravage will come through, trying to hold them back, but how?
Oh, the damage!
He turns around, brings down Bottom, KP, none of us want Magnetize. This Magnetize, they're forcing them back, mind control, just it takes down How. They've lost 3 on the side of Liquid Twan, with the Sterner holding them back, but Liquid, they're ready to move in for more. That fight, Jerax on his bloody Earth Spirit, absolutely ripping through Newbee. It's a 4-1 for the side, and Earth Spirit is a good hero, Purge.
Dude, it wasn't just Earth Spirit. Those guys, they clumped the most I've ever seen a pro team clump. 3 heroes straight out of the Roche pit.
Oh, can they get...
They got stunned into stunned into stunned. That was 3 stuns there, including Alk stun. Like, the fact that they even killed 1 hero was amazing.
Oh
But
my goodness.
Alk is weak to physical damage right now. That was pretty clear. That was like a 4-shot.
Oh, Chaka. I'm gonna deny the tower, but yeah, fights like that, Liquid. I mean, that really is the thing, as you say, just the amount of team fight that they can have at this point. I mean, yes, Newbee's got a Ravage, but the control, as you said, if Newbee aren't too careful with their positioning, Liquid's lineup's gonna be jumping on that every time.
Yeah, the Slardar was literally the exact pick they needed.
The fantastic setup every time. It's getting them so many kills.
Gives them vision, creates space for the Alchemist.
Poor old Kuroki. Oh, okay. Oh no! Oh, Kuroki!
He's a panic stutter. He's like, oh god, where's it gonna be?
Oh man, he's gonna be. I wish I could see his face right now.
You can. Oh, he's the other side.
Oh no, I can't.
They're going in though. They don't have Ravage. It's gonna be a really hard fight for them to win.
Oh, control again. The 2-man split. The side shot gonna connect on the target. The corner has to pick up another man. Moving in with the black cannon. The Magnetize again. Look how much he's doing. And Newbee, they're staying close together. They're taking down the Magnetize. The stone again.
They got How.
Them down. They've lost 2. They're gonna lose themselves 3 as they chase down KB. They couldn't find themselves a 4th, but they will. Triple kill for Fada. And again, these fights, I mean, they're just standing in and soaking up the Magnetize as if it's a bloody heal. It's actually the thing killing them.
I just can't believe they're trying to fight this. Like, they ran in with their heads cut off. They walked in, smoke broke, and they were like, well, we just get initiated on now. Like, they just didn't have a good doom target, basically. They didn't put vision down as they approached. They're just not approaching the team right correct. And now they get Aegis, and it's on the Gyrocopter, who has tons of damage output. Alk can survive being doomed right now, and he's got another item flying out. Just a little bit of a Yasha. But once it gets Manta style and he can like break off the Desolate buff, for example, or stop that chain of initiation that Clinch does, he's not going to die anymore unless he gets stunned into that damage.
It just really feels those last 2 team fights have been very strange from Newbee. They've just not been careful at all with the positioning in it. And as we're saying, it really is Liquid just capitalizing on that, and they're making so much money off the back of it as well.
Yeah, on top of the fact that they have Alchemist farming insanely fast, and now Mind Control, 2nd most farmed player in the game. He is putting up so much this game. Like,
he really is setting up everything here for the side. 6-2-8. I mean, it's really his setup into Jerax's follow-up. It's been brilliant every time.
Yeah, and he buys a Vid booster here. I don't know if this is going to be a Heart or a Crimson Guard.
With the Sentry as well with the Dust, they found out How. Once you've got those lockdowns for him, he's gone. Another kill for Parta.
The big play there. Did he grab Rune or something? They saw him with the Observer Ward, I'm guessing. That's such a big kill. It's like, please take your biggest net worth and feed it to our biggest net worth. Manta's almost ready. Yeah, it's actually ready. 200 gold, he's got Manta now. AC afterwards, surely.
Around for Liquid as well behind the tier 2s. It's Mind Control again, setting up for more. Eyes on Boulder.
Okay, they
Carapace, yeah. It's going to be enough to stop the progressive the advance. Twan blinks in. He's going to miss the stun just a little bit short. If only he was a Lion.
I don't think it was going to matter there.
Oh boy, I mean, this game, Liquid are really coming back into this series after 2 games which did not look great for them, Purge. And here in game 4, they are just stepping up their team fight, stepping up their coordination, and it's just too much for Newbee in these mid-game engagements.
On the bright side, they've got really good ward vision right now. They might be able to get Jerax. Didn't want to Ravage for that, obviously. That would have gone bad. They would have gotten a kill, but take a tower from it. Would that mean that they just get stomped the next team fight?
And it really feels they need everything saved for these team fights because they need to do something to turn them.
They really do. Especially with Mind Control getting this tanky. If he goes something like Heart, I think I would like Crimson much better. There's a lot of right click coming out of Newbee. Heart allows them to potentially just scale over their DPS, but not against a minus armor hero. I think that's the wrong choice.
You can't do this.
He
actually did it.
That's actually pretty funny. Blinked in front of him. That was weird. Just a little bit too late getting in that lane. That could have been a kill. Maybe. Just counter push it instead.
There's a Timber Man right there on the top lane. Playing on the edge of this. Yeah, he's got backup as well coming through. This could be good for Liquid. Look at the TP's in. Fada joining in, but Tron, eyes on the man.
Rapping.
Okay, Fada's in a fair bit of trouble. Can he fight his way out of this one? The control, the stun strike, the right clicks is enough. Beautiful execution from Newbee, but they're bringing in mind control. Heroic with a relocate, they're looking to do this. How? Oh, he's just standing in the tree! How?
Don't look at me. I'm gonna invis in 2 seconds, please.
If I turn my back to you guys, you're not there.
He just closes his eyes.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Absolutely. He does the ostrich, head in the sand.
Gibby's up on Gyrocopter now, so great stun, catches him. They ravage. Oh, the silence of Jerk!
Yeah, I mean, this man is a bit of a gardener now with the cooldown. They can try and turn. The stones onto Karkon, and Timberman moves in and moves. Got the meteor, the Deafening Blast, but Timberman's got to be careful, but he has that BKB. And again, the Magnetize from Jerk forcing them back. The Doom will be dropped, but already Doom himself is dropped by Liquid. They'll turn around and find one more. If they can kill the Timberman as well, it's going to be good. He's trying to find Moo as well. It looks like this time Newbee will be able to come out on top of Mind Control. They have an Aegis on the Timberman as well. He's going to look for a setup stun. Who's he going to find? Pings on the lane. We've got Vision now, chasing down this boy KP with the TP. Is it going to be successful? It is. Mind Control goes the wrong way.
Man, considering that whole fight started with Alk just dying, that was a great fight for Liquid. Got a lot of kills, traded an Aegis for a couple more. Alk died, of course, but who cares? He's got 8,000 more gold than his opponents. And once he grabs his next item, that kind of burst becomes that much harder. Like 400, 500 HP or an AC on top of what he currently has, he just doesn't die anymore.
I mean, Purge, I have a dream that I'm going to cast a game of competitive where we see Gyro with an Aghanims. Do you think this could be the game?
I think this is the game. I mean, it's looking pretty close, but Liquid's not closing it out. It could still go both ways. I mean, Alk is surely farmed enough. He's about ready to start pulling them. And first one would, I mean, there's really not a lot of eggs targets, really. It's what, Gyrocopter, Earth Spirit.
Yeah, Gyrox is actually probably going to take priority here.
It's a really good one, actually.
Really good.
He may end up going Blink Dagger. His itemization right now kind of looks like that, but the most important thing that it does that's valuable this game is that it lets you do that OP thing that you used to be able to do, Geomagnetic Grip on an ally.
Absolutely.
If somebody gets doomed, chain stunned, you pull them back. It's like a force staff towards you no matter which way he's looking. That is some good value. And gets Blink on top of that, he can basically play Tusk, which he does amazingly already too. That gives him 2 different ways to save people that get initiated on. He could like pull somebody back that gets Ravage and Blink in and Stone Form the other one. Like there's so many options here. It's a great Ags game for Earth Spirit.
And let's see what Newbee's next point of call is. They're still moving around as forward. We can see, look at this group of 4 at the moment on the high ground, maybe hoping that Liquid were going to come for a smoke maybe to fight for the low ground that Newbee could capitalize on, but it's going to be the case. Liquid, maybe now though, look. He's just going to be lucky with the bounty runes. He's 500 gold away from Octarine.
They have to get a good initiation, that's why they're standing around there, hoping that Liquid would run uphill while smoked, then they could Blink Ravage and win a fight. That's the kind of stuff they need. Liquid now playing safe, grouping up together. I would like to see them get a gem at some point, but I think they're really scared about the...
This could be nice if they take the curry down. It's got that Heart of Taras recipe on, so that will slow things down a little bit.
They're all melee though, what do they do?
Oh no, the all melee strat.
Oh,
they got it. He bought the Reaver as well. That had the Reaver. Oh no, sorry, it was the Mystic Self-Afada. Okay, but still, that's 2 cores that you're slowing down the item build of. You're slowing down the Heart, you're slowing down the Octarine for 3 minutes. That's pretty big for Newbee.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Alchemist still farms really fast though. It's definitely big. It's mostly just a lower cooldown and some lifesteal stuff. They're still going to be happy to take a fight right now. I don't think they're worried all that much about that, but at the very least, good gold for Newbee. That's going to give the Clinks a bit of time. He's going BKB now, something he has to get, but this is not the item to scale against an Alchemist.
Yeah, they've still got a fair bit of physical punch. That's for sure, especially with this Slardar and the way Mind Control's been playing, it's been absolutely disgusting.
So was it a heart recipe?
It's a heart recipe and a Mystic
so it's probably Mind Control's heart.
Yes,
okay, there's the Reaver.
Yeah.
He would have that finish now. It's still alright. He's still going to have some good HP. It'll be a good damage item actually, plus 45 damage while making him tanky. If he gets doomed, for example, just such a higher chance that he survives. With his HP pool being deeper.
Sure. Let's see if we can scout someone out of the jungle that we can see as well for Newbee. They are around. Liquid, they themselves being very, very careful. As I say that they're Mind Control, is he going to come down here? He's going to be careful, and Chuan, he heads back. Not going to find anything with this Vendetta usage.
Yeah, they have to be really careful right now. And that's why Matoma Man just sits on the cliff sometimes like that. If he's waiting for camp respawns anyways, you might as well stand somewhere where you might break a smoke and be able to have time to react to it with BKB. Minute left on the courier there for the Octarine, 1800 more gold. Like, by the time he finishes Octarine, he's actually going to have another item. Pretty crazy. And then the eggs will start.
I can't wait.
I just want to see Gyro eggs so bad.
I don't think I've ever seen Gyro.
I haven't either. I haven't even seen it in a pub game.
Nope.
Luckily, everybody looked down and they're like, yeah, this is actually really bad. Speaking of eggs heroes, what happened to Potom, man? Was just not picked anymore?
Huge, yeah. What did happen to Pong?
She was so popular that like the last week or two.
No,
I think people finally realized that she's not as good as they thought she was. That's the problem.
Yeah, I was going to say the teams that
Better
kind of
heroes.
spam picked her kind of got knocked out a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that's true. She's good as a support sometimes. Just not as a hard carry. Definitely better picks. So Liquid will continue farming. This is great for them since they have more farming heroes. They basically have 3 heroes that farm really rapidly on the Newbee side. I guess it's semi-similar, but I put more faith in heroes like Alchemist, Gyro, and Slardar. Those heroes are always going to scale better. And with Klinks being as behind as he is, it's going to be hard for him to get ahead. He did in the Weaver game, but this is a very, very different game and a very different hero.
And here we have some big items. Axe now done for Moose and Boca. Blink Dagger is online for Jeraxon as well. We're seeing that, what, 10 seconds until the courier is back pretty much for Liquid. So that, and as you said, on top of that, the fact that the Alk's already surmounted a huge amount of gold. There's your heart completed.
All right, now they got gem.
He's going to be able to get his Octarine out.
Well, with the gem, they should be able to get better map control. Newbee was putting a lot of observer wards protecting their side of the map. But if they can move around and get these, especially with the fact that Roche is up, this next fight is huge. If somebody like wins this fight really hard, it's guaranteed tier 2s and more advantage. Like if Liquid wins this fight and gets Roche, it's going to be extremely difficult for Newbee to take the win. Oh, he blinked south. He thought the whole team was there. It was actually just Doom by himself. And they do. Oh, sorry, these are his illusions. They actually don't know he TP'd back.
Newbee's positioning is really good here. You can see them all around the pit. They're going to TP over How. Everyone is very much ready to contest this Roshan. Liquid, yeah, they're not going to fully commit to it yet at the moment. They know it's far too risky against this lineup. Ravage, Invoker's combination. And also, I mean, a Tide as well that's halfway through the recipe of a refresher.
Yeah, that's actually one item that could change the game. Because if they get the good initiation and he can AoE stun everybody for over 5 seconds, that's game winning.
And you've only got BKB on the well, sorry, did Matuma Man?
Yep, just Matuma Man. I think he's the only one.
Yeah, mind control with the heart, and obviously Alk with just the standard out build.
With that refresher coming out though, they definitely need to start getting more BKB. Slaughters should be buying it next, most likely. We may even see it on Alchemist. Probably a good idea, especially with Spike Carapace and the next Assassin. That kind of chain stun is the only way that they kill Fada, basically. But he can run around constantly at max movement speed. He just doesn't die. Very low chance on that. Tier 2's pressured. Liquid isn't even trying to take a fight. There's, oh, we'll just push your tower instead, I guess. Take towers instead of Roche. And this way, buybacks from Newbee are going to be less punishing towards Liquid.
And we have a tier 2. Liquid, they want to try and move forward again. We know how strong their fight is. They will be fighting into the Ravages and KP.
And they're quite set right now.
Yeah.
Fada has a plate mail, so his survivability is through the roof.
Well, we'll find a tier 1 in the mid Newbee, so still managing to find something. Edging KP towards that refresher recipe. But as we can see on the bottom, they're still hanging around as a full 5-man Liquid. Now we're starting to see the TPs back to react to this illusion push. Moves come back on the Invoker.
Yeah, they really don't want to hard commit to this because it's so scary. If they go high ground like that and they get ravaged and lose the team fight, then Roche goes to Newbee and the game is completely, not even, but huge jump back up. So with that tower being pushed, they know exactly where the creep wave is. Now they have a little bit of time to take Roche. And they might get bleed in.
I don't know if he gets there in time. Doesn't know. Going off the shore with the Sunstrike. And yeah, indeed, the physical damage of Liquid at this point means the Newbee not even going to have a chance to contest this one. The Timmerman with the Aegis and the items that we talked about for Liquid, they're very much in a good position to push up. They've got the Shivas done on Fada. Now with the Scardian with Timmerman, this is looking to be a very good time for Liquid to find some action.
Yeah. And now their limited damage is even worse. Like, Klinks just has treads. And now that attack speed is like way more offset by Shivas.
KP sell the Talon here to get that refresher done.
Oh yeah, for sure. If they're going high ground, you definitely do.
Here we go. So sells it. Very, very close to that recipe.
needs 80 gold, 85 gold. Tier 2 tower is going to fall. Juggercopter gets the last hit in. Time to go high ground. Jarro's got the Scotty as well, so BKBs coming out of Newbee aren't going to do anything. They're pretty limited.
Oh man, if they can get off this double ravage without them realizing that refresh is done, I mean, it's going to be very good timing for it, considering the way that the game's been going. It's going to be done now. It's going to be all about KP and his positioning on this defense. You see at the moment, Liquid starting to get a bit cheeky, a little bit aggressive, moving in, aiming onto the racks. KP keeping himself very far back to not give away their item pickup.
Liquid's playing is so careful. If Elk gets doomed, I think that's the only way they lose this fight, and that's why he's sitting so far back. I mean, they've got BKB, tons of HP, and an Aegis on Gyrocopter. Why threaten anybody else? They're only going to put Alkalusius on the line and Gyro.
Initial stun from Chuan on Tumma Man. KP now on the tree line. Butters moving forward. He's going to come in very aggressively with the Shivas. He's going to spot out KP from the sidelines. He'll put the man to BKB on out. There's your first Ravage coming for Refresher. He's got the second one. He's trying to hold on to him, but he can't really because the Tumma Man. He's already killing this man. The double Ravages come through. They've lost one. They've lost 5.
There they go.
I mean, the double Ravage just wasn't good enough at the end of the day as Liquid too far ahead at that point.
Yeah.
This is farmed too well, and we're going to game 5 here, bud.
I'm so excited, dude. They knew exactly what to do in that fight. They're like, we're way far ahead. There's no point playing careful. Finally, Fada just said, that's it. I'm going to buy back for this fight. Run in, tank the Ravages, tank the Doom, and then after that, what do? Doom had a Midas and a Plate Mail and a Blink Dagger. Like, that is not enough to win a team fight. And that, game 5, we're down to a best of 1. Like, I am getting chills right now.